This is the full walkthrough video of the 2003 Cruisers 405, which we have listed in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We are starting on the port side, going up to the bow. Scooching along here. So I do not have the bow cushions out, but you will see them in a moment. And the anchor locker, there's also a porthole. There you have the front windshields. Here's the anchor locker. You can see there's a little bit of rust on the chain. The windlass, as far as I know, does work. There are 2-step pedals on the starboard side. Also over here, this is where I have the bow cushion stored. But there are 2 doors, one on each side. So one on the port side and one on the starboard side. They're acrylic, they close, they lock. It's a really cool feature. I also noticed that I would recommend the caulking to be redone. So if you look at the windows, they do need a little bit of work just to be resealed. And if you're just going to do one window, you might as well do them all while you're doing it. Some of the metal is also pitted, which I pointed to. So it just has to be sanded and either left alone or sanded and then repainted, which if you're keeping it in salt water, it might pit again. As you can see, the isinglass is in really good condition. There's a flat screen TV. The upholstery is newer. There's 2 portholes in the top, which you can open or lock. Here are the electronics. There's a compass as well. The house battery did not work at this time. It's actually charging, so I wasn't able to turn those on. There are the helm seats. There's a fridge and ice maker up here, which is convenient if you're just hanging out at the sandbar. There's also storage under the sink. So you can just hop on, hop off, grab your drinks, or if you're just, hanging out at the dock. It's a cutting board, another bench seat over here. And then, like I said, there's the bow cushion. And then that acrylic door is there too. So both the doors locked. The isinglass is in pretty good condition. I would say it's like 9 out of 10. Just looking at the rest of the isinglass and then this acrylic door too. It's kind of hard to see against the isinglass because they both are in pretty good shape and they lock to close, and then you can also keep them open as well. Just looking at the isinglass again so you can see how good it looks. So going back here, there is a little door that you can close. So if you wanted to keep that whole cockpit area locked, you could. Back here is a bunch of storage. This is a window to the aft cabin. There's storage in the swim platform and then storage in this little bench right here. There's the hull ID if you want that. A little wash down. So if you hit the sandbar, you can wash off. It's hard to open with one hand. So keep a bunch of stuff in there like buoys. You can keep your ocean toys and stuff. Storage in here too. The arm is broken on that, so it just needs a screw. And the other one's similar. Yep. And then there's a swim ladder. So pretty easy, pretty straightforward. There's also storage, a little bit of storage under the stairs, and that's where your power goes. So there's that door that closes with the isinglass, so that locks too. So this completely locks this whole area. And then this cabin door locks as well. It does have like a little, another door that has like a screen thing on it. This is the salon. So we do have the battery charger going. This is the kitchen. Or the galley. This is the dinette. And the L-shaped couch. That's my stuff. There's a TV over there too. So, and another TV, which I don't know if that old TV works or not, but this is the fridge. I'm not sure if this is working. I do mention in the listing that I would encourage a surveyor to come by. this boat does need some work. Like all of the knobs, I believe we have those. I'll have to double check. It's got dual sinks. There's storage just everywhere in this boat. So, yep, storage up top, storage underneath. Have an oven. You have a 2-burner cooktop. Storage under the sink. There's drawers as well. And storage to the right too. So the L-shaped couch. Yep, more storage over here. I believe that's an amp in there. More storage. So you could stay on this boat for a while. This would be a really good boat for the Great Loop, or I would even say you could probably stay on this for about a month easily with the amount of storage that's there. So this is just me showing you what's on the panel. So the features that the boat has. You can either pause this or just take a look. I have a lot of stuff on to show you, but one of the batteries isn't working at this time, so not everything is on. And then there's covers as well. So this is the cover for the Bluetooth stereo. That's the Bluetooth stereo. Okay, so L-shaped couch, that little black area, that is a TV, which I'm trying to show you. It's a little hard to see. Remote's over there. And then you would think that this is a storage couch, but it's just a regular couch. So there's no storage underneath. All right, and then in the floor, we have access to the engine room. This hatch opens pretty easily. The hinge is broken on that, and then the insulation needs to be kind of taped back on right there. So that's what I was pointing at. So there's a battery charger, a couple of batteries. They're from 22. Some need to be replaced. Like I said, I'd have a surveyor go through everything. And then I also have a mechanic that you could talk to who has gone through the boat. And then I will have a full list of what he recommends getting done. Everything from the engine room to like the windows and the carpet and things like that. So you can also see the insulation in there needs to be taped back up as well. I can't get into that one because the little pull pin is, I guess, fell off, but that's just another access way to the engine room. Also, what I was trying to show you back there, so that's the AC. That controls the AC when it's on. It was cool on this day, so I didn't have the AC on, but at the dinette, there is a door back there. I could not get the table up by myself, so you can pull the table up and then access that. In here, this is just like a linen closet. The day head, these are just little floaty things that he has in there. So there's a bathroom, there's storage in there. Little tile floor, storage underneath the sink too, and then that door goes to the guest forward bed. This is inside the floor in front of that day head, the bilge, the sump pump, if you will. And then in the forward VIP, you have storage under the bed, storage on both sides of the bed. So there's multiple cabinets. And then on my left, so down there, there's 2 drawers. On my left and right, oh, we're just going to go on the floor, never mind. It's hard to do with one hand. So more access to the bilge there. And you should be able to access the bath thruster in there too. So on the port and starboard side, there are more cabinets. So there's also a TV and you can hang up clothes in there. So on the port side, there's a shower. On the starboard side is the day head. Yep. So as you can see, I'm showing you the door to the day head. So you could lock that other side if you just want, like night access for yourself, whatever you think is best. Just going back through, going up the stairs. That's the dinette, if you can see the door over there. I just couldn't get the top off. Some of the lights up top. And then you'll notice there's a little bit of pitting around those lights. I would either replace that or just pop them off and repaint them. So going back past the panel into the aft cabin. So there's storage literally everywhere in here. It's kind of insane. There are cabinets down below. There are cabinets up top. There's cabinets right when you walk in. There's storage under the bed. There's storage forward of the bed, around the TV. And then there's also access to the bilge in the floor here too. Even on the other side, there's even more storage. So not only can you put clothes in here, you can put a ton of clothes in here, a ton of things that you would need, not instant access to, but stuff like for like the kitchen that you would normally put under an L-shaped couch. So in there's a big shower. This is inside the bilge. It's kind of hard to see. It's a little dark. There's access to one of the shafts. There we go. So just trying to show you, there's a holding tank. There's one of the shafts. And then you have access on the other side to the same compartment as well. Same compartment. Another shaft. Storage under the bed, like I said. So that's where he keeps his linens. And there is a little bit of mold in here. So once the windows are sealed, I would just have someone do a deep clean. I would even replace the carpet and just have like a deep clean done. This is the layout again. It's pretty big and spacious. Under the stairs, there is a vacuum system. So you connect to that and then, it turns on, you can vacuum everything. Going back up, there's also storage under the helm seat, which I forgot to show you. So under there, keep all your documents or whatever you need direct access to while you're underway on both sides. And then there's accent lights all throughout here. It was pretty bright out, so I just didn't have those on. That table that's inside, you can stick that outside as well. So if you're having a day, like on the boat outside, you can stick that table outside. And then you have like a little dinette area in the back. So looking through that again, the whole layout. This like liner piece is coming off as well. So I recommend like re-gluing that. Just one of those things that the heat, obviously like expands and shrinks as the weather changes. So it's like one of those things that I would just do. So this is me semi-closing everything up, just hopping back off the boat so you can see. It does need a full detail. I would say some areas need some touch-up paint just because the Florida sun is so brutal. So if you don't get the boat waxed every 4 to 6 months, it does kind of eat away at it. But here's the port side of the boat as best as I can show it. It's the aft cabin area. Big swim platform, lots of storage. And then the starboard side.